Hospice of North Idaho is been around almost 30 years. We're a nonprofit hospice, and we are run by youth, the community. We are also in the midst, as you can tell on Prairie, building our hospice house. And so that's coming along. Hopefully that will be open in the summer. Okay, so that will hold 8 beds, and it will be similar to Circle of Life rooms, but all hospice. And so it'll be a wonderful facility. And I'm sure that everybody is hopefully familiar with hospice and our services. We take care of people who have a life-limiting illness and of 6 months or less, if everything goes as the doctor is thinking that it will. But we have had patients for a long time, and so it's not limited to that. I'm going to refer most of the hospice things to our handout that you have there. What I would like to talk to you today about is our new program. It's called We Honor Veterans, and thank you for your service. I appreciate it. We have 14,000 veterans in Kootenai County alone. And so hospice has noticed that there are a lot of veterans that have not been serviced. And so what they have come up with nationwide from the National Hospice is a new program called We Honor Veterans. And I'll have some information over there about it, and you can come see me if you're interested. What we do is on admission, we have our social workers sit down with a military checklist and ask that person if they have been a veteran of any kind. And if it doesn't have to be war-related or anything like that, it can just be if you've been in the service for a couple of years or stationed in the United States. We consider all veterans the same. I myself am a veteran. I was in the Air Force for 7.5 years. And I was in during the Vietnam War era, and so I can see how people have a stigma against the Vietnam War era, and how people from that were veterans during that time are having a difficult time with it because we're not accepted as well as we are now. And so it's just one more thing to think about with veterans. With this new program, there are 4 levels, and with each level on the logo, you get a star underneath We Honor Veterans. So we're working on our first star, and it's level 1. And what we have done for level 1 is to do education for our staff and our volunteers. And then for level 2 is what we do is go out into the community and present to veteran service organizations and things like that, any community. And so there will be a fact sheet over there, and I wanted to also let you know about our brochure. This is a national brochure, and this is wonderful. We'll be having more of these, but just for now, I just wanted to share with you that this is one of our hospice nurses from Hospice of North Idaho, right up here. She's now a hospice nurse in Maui. Isn't that tough? So some of the things that we're doing for veterans is that we are thanking our veterans that are our patients or our caregivers. And so what we do for Veterans Day and any patriotic days like that, then we send them thank you cards, and we have that signed by the hospice staff. And then we're in the process of figuring out how to do a little ceremony for them. If anybody's ever seen Deborah Grassman, she talks about the wounded warrior and how to help veterans get over hurt hearts or any trauma that they've had to deal with. And so what we found, the National Hospice Association has found, is that by doing a little ceremony, it really helps the veterans and feel like they're appreciated. So what we're going to be having is, we'll be having a certificate, and it will be service specific for each branch of the service, and it'll have their name on it, and it'll have our logo on it, and then that will be given to the staff, the service member, and that's theirs to keep. And then we'll also have a pin that we will, it says, it has a flag on it, and then it says honored veteran, and I have one on if you want to see what it looks like. And it's a very moving ceremony, and so you can include the whole family, and so we're trying to get veterans hooked up with other veterans, so then they can relate to what they've gone through. We have one veteran now that is just a caregiver that is a POW in Vietnam. And so, he's struggling with problems, dealing with people, because he's probably been in isolation quite a long time. So, so it's trying to figure out how we can help him and help his family. All veterans are eligible for our services. And so this is something a little bit new. They do not need to be hospice Medicare. They don't need to be hospice Medicaid or anything like that. And we will take all veterans. Okay. And that includes the younger ones that are coming back. Part of this program is that we'll be going out to the veteran service organizations like Kootenai County Veterans, and also the VFW, American Legion, and I just talked to the submariners the other day, and that's quite an interesting group. Of course, all veterans are interesting, aren't they? We all have our stories. And then what we'd eventually like to do is have monthly meetings with the VA and get a better communication between the VA and hospices. So we're just getting our toes wet, but it's coming. And so if anybody has any questions or concerns, I'll be back at the table.